What if a single fortune was so vast, so strategically placed, that it could influence the cost of energy, bend global markets, and quietly redefine what luxury truly means? The estimated $2 trillion empire associated with King Salman is not just wealth. It is one of the most powerful financial forces operating in the modern world. Beyond the golden palaces, private air fleets, and trillion-dollar mega projects lies a story that begins in the desert and stretches into global dominance. Today, we step inside this empire to understand how it was built, how it functions, and why its influence extends far beyond the borders of Saudi Arabia. Before we continue, welcome to Ultra-Rich Secrets, where hidden power, elite wealth, and global influence are revealed layer by layer. Because as this story unfolds, you'll discover something beneath the luxury that few ever talk about. Something far more powerful than gold. A fortune beyond comparison. What does it truly mean to command a $2 trillion empire? A scale of wealth so enormous it eclipses the fortunes of every publicly known billionaire on Earth. This level of financial power exists in a category of its own. Not measured only in money, but in influence woven directly into global energy systems, international diplomacy, and economic stability. When assets reach this magnitude, every decision sends ripples across continents. For decades, Saudi Arabia's position as the world's energy cornerstone has transformed its rulers into symbols of unmatched financial authority. King Salman's estimated wealth reflects not only national prosperity, but control over the resources that power industries, economies, and entire regions. This empire represents a fusion of heritage, state authority, and modern global demand. Yet what makes this fortune truly extraordinary is not just its size, but how it quietly shapes the world around it. Which leads to a deeper question. What force could sustain a fortune this immense and continue expanding it? The engine powering the empire. What if the true foundation of a $2 trillion empire wasn't a palace, a vault, or a private bank, but a single company powering the modern world? At the heart of this financial dominance stands Saudi Aramco, the most valuable corporation on earth and the backbone of Saudi Arabia's economic strength. Producing millions of barrels of oil every day, Aramco generates a continuous flow of revenue that fuels national stability, global influence, and long-term power. This is not just a business. It is a strategic instrument that shapes international markets and impacts decisions made by governments thousands of miles away. Every shift in global oil demand echoes through this empire, reinforcing Saudi Arabia's position at the center of the energy world. But Aramco's role goes far beyond production numbers. Hidden within its operations is the real reason the royal family maintains financial dominance few nations can rival, a system of power still evolving behind closed doors. Palaces built as statements of authority. What if a home wasn't just a residence, but a declaration of power, visible in every hallway, every ceiling, every detail? King Salman's palaces are not merely architectural masterpieces. They are physical expressions of legacy, authority, and national identity. Inside Al Yamama, Al Salam, and Urga Palace, space itself feels intentional. Endless marble corridors, gold-accented interiors crafted with absolute precision, chandeliers so vast they resemble floating constellations of crystal. Each palace serves a purpose. Al Yamama functions as the center of royal decision-making. Al Salam blends tradition with modern elegance. Urga operates as a refined administrative hub where culture meets power. These are not places built for comfort alone. They are structures designed to symbolize permanence. And when you understand the strategic intent behind their construction, the story of Saudi Arabia's ruling dynasty becomes far more fascinating than luxury itself. A lifestyle that moves like a kingdom. What if every journey felt less like travel and more like entering a moving palace? King Salman's collection of ultra-luxury transportation reflects a lifestyle engineered far beyond ordinary standards. His private aircraft are custom designed for prestige and privacy, with interiors that mirror royal suites in the sky. At sea, multi-deck superyachts feature expansive lounges, private dining halls, and panoramic views that rival elite resorts. On land, specially commissioned Rolls-Royce vehicles ensure every arrival projects authority and refinement. These are not just modes of transport. They are mobile symbols of power, crafted to represent the kingdom wherever the royal family goes. Each vehicle serves a strategic role, from diplomacy to ceremony to retreat, seamlessly blending tradition with modern luxury. And together, they form a carefully curated image of royal dominance. Rebuilding a nation's future. What if a nation chose not merely to grow, but to reinvent itself entirely? Under King Salman's leadership, Vision 2030 is transforming Saudi Arabia into a global center for innovation, culture, and elite living. At the heart of this transformation rises Neom, a $500 billion megacity built from the desert with futuristic technology and renewable energy at its core. Alongside it stands The Line, a car-free, zero-carbon vertical city redefining how humans live and move. These projects go far beyond architecture. They represent a national shift toward technology, tourism, entertainment, and global investment, designed to secure power long after oil. Yet the true impact of Vision 2030 lies beneath the skyline. Because these developments reveal a long-term strategy aimed at redefining Saudi Arabia's role in the global economy for generations to come. Influence beyond wealth. What if true power wasn't displayed through luxury, but through the ability to influence decisions across continents? King Salman's empire extends far beyond material assets. It shapes global discussions on energy, trade, and diplomacy. By controlling one of the world's most strategic resources, Saudi Arabia holds a decisive role in stabilizing markets and forming international alliances. This influence is reinforced by decades of geopolitical strategy, negotiation, and calculated leadership. Every investment, every policy adjustment, every partnership subtly strengthens the kingdom's global position. Yet the most intriguing aspect isn't the influence itself. It's how this power continues to evolve quietly, hinting at a future few fully understand. Final reflection. King Salman's $2 trillion empire is not simply a display of extreme wealth. It is a carefully constructed system built on energy, innovation, and legacy. From monumental palaces and elite mobility to visionary projects like Neom and The Line, every element reflects a long-term vision designed to secure dominance. But one question remains. How will this immense power continue to shape global markets, diplomacy, and national identity in the decades ahead? Share your thoughts below. Subscribe to Ultra-Rich Secrets and turn on notifications, because the next story may reveal a level of power even deeper than this one.